guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a slouchy beanie, and these are the colors that we're going to use for Black History Month. So the items that you're going to need are a size 4 weight yarn, a 5mm hook, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. So now that we have all our materials, let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this black color. And the way I like to start is by a magic circle. I like to wrap around my index and middle finger, go underneath the first yarn, grab the second, pull up and twist, then grab your working yarn and chain 1. And from here, I'll chain up 1 more, which counts as a chain 2. This does not count as a stitch in this pattern. So from here, we'll do 12 double crochet into our magic circle. And I'll meet you back when you have your 12. Okay, so now that we have our 12 double crochet completed, we're going to pull the tail to tighten our circle. Our middle is closed now, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. So this is what the top of our circle will look like. From here, we're going to add in our next color. I'm going to add in the red. So I'll just pull it through and tighten down that black. And you can tie those off because we are done with the black for now. And we'll just crochet over these tails so we won't have to weave them in later. So from here, for row 2, we're going to chain up 2. Again, that does not count as a stitch in this pattern at all. Then we're going to do 2 double crochet in each stitch. So this is a double crochet increase. Oops. You'll start with the stitch that you slip stitched into. You'll put 2 double crochet in there, and again we're crocheting over those tails, and you're going to put 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and you should have a total of 24 when you finish this round. And I'll meet you back when you finish round 2. Okay, now we have our 24 double crochet. We're going to slip stitch into that first double crochet to close the round. And now we have completed round 2. So again, we're just going to introduce our new color, which will be yellow for this row, and tighten down that red and tie off in the back. You can snip the ends on the red and the black from the previous row. You just wanted to go around a good little bit just to make sure it's secure. Now we're going to tie off. And we'll crochet over these tails as well. Alright, so now we're on round 3. From here, chain up 2 as we do with each round. And again, that doesn't count. So we're going to insert 1 double crochet in this first stitch, and then 2 into the next. And that's your repeating pattern all the way around for this row. So you have 1 double crochet, and then an increase, which is 2 double crochet in the same stitch. And we're going to complete this all the way around, and when you reach the end, you should have 36 stitches. I'll see you there. So now coming to the end of this round, I wanted to point out, since we started with 1 double crochet in that first stitch, we should end with 2 double crochet in that last stitch. So this should be 1, and then this final stitch will have 2 double crochet. And we're going to slip stitch, and that ends the round for round 3. So now with round 4, we're going to introduce our next color, which is the green. We're going to attach it the same way as we've been attaching. Just pull it through, pull the yellow tight. We're going to snip off that yellow because we're done with it for now. And we're going to tie those ends. This is just to eliminate the amount of weaving we have to do, the amount of weaving we have to do. Okay, so now with round 4, we're going to chain up 2, which doesn't count. We're going to grab those stitches, those strings from where we tied off. We're going to hold them tight against the work so that we can crochet over them. In this first stitch, we're going to place 1 double crochet. In the second, we're going to place 1 double crochet. And in the third, we're going to place 2 double crochet. So we're going to increase in that third stitch. Again, that's 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then an increase, which is 2 double crochet. Again, we're going to do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochet. So for now, you can snip off your ends because we've joined them in. You can snip those off. And we're going to continue that pattern all the way around. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochet. We're going to complete that all the way around, and you should have 36 stitches at the end of this round. See you then. So now we're coming to the end of this round, and we should have 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then a double. You should end on an increase each round because we're starting with 1 double crochet. So the final stitch of each round will be an increase. So we slip stitch to close this round. Then we're going to introduce in our next color, which is going to be the black. So we just introduce this in like we've been doing the rest. Then we're going to pull this green tight, snip it off because we're done with it for now. And we're going to tie the black on. This is absolutely optional. You don't have to tie these on. You can leave your ends exposed and then weave them in later, but this is just to eliminate some of the weaving that we have to do. So now this is our final row of increases for the pattern, and with this row we're going to chain up 2, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in that first stitch, 1 double crochet in the second, 1 double crochet in the third, and in the fourth stitch you'll do an increase. So you're doing 3 double crochets, then an increase. So this is our increase stitch. We're going to make sure to grab these ends in the back. And we shall complete that all the way around. So you'll do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then an increase. So 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then an increase, and complete that all the way around. And I'll see you at the end. All right, so we're coming to the end of the row. We're going to do our last couple of double crochets. That's 3, and we're going to end with a double, with an increase rather. We're going to slip stitch to that first double crochet and close off our round. So this is what we have so far. This is 5 rounds, and this is all the increase that we're going to have for our hat. So now the pattern gets really simple. We're going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around for as many rows as you want. For mine, I do about 23, 24 rows. So we're going to introduce our red, which is our next color. We're just going to slip stitch that through, pull the black tight, fasten it off, and tie it in. As you can see, you don't see many of the ends back here. We snip those off. So we don't have much weaving to do at the end of this hat. So now we're tied on. And again, we're going to take those tails and we're going to crochet over them. We're going to chain 2 to start our row. And we're going to crochet, double crochet in this first stitch. And into the next. And then we're going to double crochet into the next. So we're going to complete that all the way around. So it's 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So again, you should end up with 60 stitches because that's the amount that we left off with on round 5. So row 6 and so forth throughout the rest of your hat should have 60 stitches. And I will meet you guys at the end of this row. Okay, so now we are at the end of this row. We're going to complete this last stitch, and that is our 60 stitches all the way around. We're going to slip stitch into this first double crochet, and that's what we have so far. So now you're going to complete this same pattern all the way down. So 1 double crochet in every stitch for as many rows as you want. I'm going to do 23 rows, so I will see you guys back when I have my 23 rows. Hey, just wanted to check in with you guys. We are through row 15, and this is what your slouchy beanie should be looking like so far. But just wanted to make sure everybody was on track, and I will meet y'all at row 23. Keep going. So now we have our 23 rows completed. You can choose to stop your beanie here, but I like to add a ribbing to the band. So from here, we're going to attach our new color like before. I'm going to slip off the shell and tie on the black. Okay, so from here, I'm going to chain up 2, and I'm going to do front post and back post double crochets to create a band. So around this first stitch here, I'll do a front post double crochet, and around the next, I'll do a back post double crochet. And I'm going to continue this pattern all the way around for 2 to 3 rows, and that will create the band for our beanie. So I'll do a couple more. Then another back post, front post, and back post, front post, and back post. I'll continue this all the way around, and I will meet you back when we get here. Alright, so we've come to our last 2. And your last one, since you started with a front post, your last one should be a back post. Oops. Get that tail out of the way there. There we go. And now to end this row, you just slip stitch into the top of that first front post. And there you go. Okay, so from here, if you wanted to continue and do more rounds, you could stop here. You could definitely stop here if you wanted to do so. But if you wanted to do more rows of your ribbing, then you would just chain up 2 from here, go into your front post with another front post double crochet, and into your back post with a back post double crochet. And you would just repeat that all the way around, and you can see it makes it easy for you. Your front posts are poked out and your back post is pushed backwards. So you would just continue that for however many rows that you would like to have on your beanie. Normally I do 3 to 4 rows, so continue on and I will see you at the end. Alright, so I have completed my 3rd row. I just finished my last back post double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch into that first one, and I'm going to fasten off. And I can weave in that tail, but here is the final product. This is what our beanie looks like so far, and this is a total of 23 rows, and then we have 3 rows of a brim. If you do create one of these, be sure to tag me at Designs by Tanita. I would love to see your works. So if you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that follow button, turn your notifications on so you'll be notified whenever I do drop new videos. Follow me on social media. It's all listed in that bio. So thank you guys for joining, and have a good night.